Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you my just like everyday makeup routine. And this is not what I would do if I was like going to a really nice occasion. I'd probably put a little bit more on, maybe do like an eyeshadow and stuff. But this is just sort of like my everyday, want to look more put together, like if I'm going to work at the hospital or in clinic or something. So I will say that I already put on sunscreen. The Dew Skin that I use has SPF 20, which is great. And especially in the winter, if I'm literally just going to work and back, and it's usually the sun's not even out when I go to work and come back, the SPF 20 is great. But when the weather's getting nicer and I'm spending more time outside, I'd like to double up because sunscreen's important. So some days I just use the Dew Skin. It's super, super light. I will use this like even if I'm running to work out or something for the SPF because it's so lightweight and it doesn't look like you have much on. It just adds a little shine. If I'm actually going somewhere, I often mix it with the Tint Skin. This is just a really lightweight, sort of mild foundation. Adds a little bit of color. I use number 2 and sand. So number 2 for the Dew Skin, sand for this. If I'm going somewhere nicer, I'll put on more of this for a little bit more coverage. But I've already put a few drops on my hand. I just like squirt a pump of the Dew Skin, squirt some Tint Skin, and then I use my foundation brush. And I had never used a foundation brush before Beautycounter, and it has totally changed the way I put on moisturizer and foundation. Without it, I feel like things can get cakey and not blend well, and this just makes it all so much easier. So I literally just put it everywhere. I am not a makeup expert by any means, and I'm probably going to drive some makeup artists nuts with how much I don't follow any rules and don't know what I'm doing, but it works well enough for me. If you guys have any tips, feel free to leave them. Okay. So like I said, it blends really easily. Simple. Okay. Next thing I use is concealer. It's our concealer pen. I'm going to be completely honest. If you don't have major dark circles or anything, this concealer is perfect. And when I first put it on, it's perfect. It doesn't last all day long, and dark circles are like a big problem for me. So there are some other more natural concealers I may give a shot. I think we're coming out with some different concealer lines too. But like I said, I have dark circles. I think it works pretty well for what I need. But if I were like going somewhere again at night after work, I'd probably reapply. So I always put some here because I get redness there. So I have used 2 different colors of this, and I actually have a darker color now than I used to use because I bought the darker one on accident, but it's been working. So right now I have, oh gosh, what color do I have? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say the name of it on there. But I've gone in between 2 of the lighter colors. Okay. So I just pat it on, and then one thing I do to make it last longer, since especially because I rub my eyes all the time at work and I'm just not good about keeping it on, is I use our mattifying powder. I can't talk. So this just helps set it a little bit. I just use a little brush. Doesn't show or anything. It just helps set. People are obsessed with this stuff, especially if you have an oily face. Okay. So my routine is so simple. So I'm going to do my eyebrows next. Filling in my eyebrows has changed my life because I have like bald spots in my eyebrows, and I apologize for how up close I'm getting. I think this is the medium eyebrow pencil. I also probably need to pluck my eyebrows. Alright, just give them more shape and definition. And the best part about this is that the other side is this little brush. So I just blend it, make it look a little bit more natural. Don't want to look like I have drawn on eyebrows. Alright, simple. So like I said, if I were going out, I'd probably use our amazing eyeshadow palettes. on my eye, and I don't even really even use eyeliner anymore. I think that like the look of a line is really harsh, so the eyeshadow palette has a dark color across the top, and I'll just like put a tiny bit across and blend it up of the darker color and blend it with the lighter ones, and it gives my eye the definition I need without the harshness. So next I will do the volumizing mascara. This is the best mascara I've ever used in my life. I like impress myself every time I put it on. So I have an eyelash curler. I don't even always use it, but this stuff is amazing to me. And you're gonna have to watch me put this on, which is probably gonna be really awkward. But I like to, like the bit that's concentrated at the tip, I'll put down at the base of my lashes to really coat them at first. Oh, this is so weird. I'm sorry you're like looking at my nose. Okay. I've never put mascara on in a computer before. Just like looking at my reflection back. Alright, and I just kind of go until I'm satisfied. I do the top and the bottom of my lashes. Sometimes I'll do like a second coat if I really want it. But I think it works really well. There's like very little clumping. It definitely makes my lashes longer and thicker, which is what I'm going for. So this is, yeah, it's better than any of the drugstore brands I used to use, for sure. Okay. This is so weird to do in the computer. Alright. We're just going to leave it at that. So you can kind of see the difference. I'm trying to see since I'm not used to looking at this without a mirror. But, okay. We'll do the other side. Fast forward if you don't feel like looking up at me this close again. I feel like I need to put like waiting music on for you guys while I do this. Alright, so the brush does a really good job of like getting the lashes all separated and looking good. And then I usually go back and make them equal, because one side always looks different than the other when I do my makeup, because I don't know how to do makeup. Okay. So that is the majority of what I do. I will tell you, I have two different blushes. I have the powder blush that comes with the Flawless in 5. It works very, very well. I use that some days. Other days, I got the contouring set, the cream blush, and the bronzer with our Christmas set, and I believe these are coming back full time. So especially if I'm going like out at night, I will contour and then use the cream blush. So I'm not going to contour today because I don't do that just for every day. The cream blush, I'll just put a little on the tips just to add some color. Blend with my fingertips. And I've used this, both of them, as lipstick before too, actually. That's one of the nice things about them. They're like very good all-in-ones. And then usually for every day, I'll use like one of our like lighter pink or neutral lip glosses, or I'll just use our lip conditioner since I don't want to look too done up for the hospital. So I keep one of these by my bed and in my purse, and they taste all minty and they're very hydrating and they don't have any nastiness in them. So like I said, just very simple. Don't want to look like I have too much makeup on. Everyday routine. And I can come back and do a video later, maybe before I go out one night, that has the eyeshadow and the contouring and stuff so you can see. But I'm happy with this for every day. Just looking a little more put together. So I hope that helps you guys, and I hope you found some fun products.